everyone, you're welcome to MSI Edutech Africa. Today we are going to study permutation. What is permutation? Permutation is an arrangement. What does that mean? It means you have an object. Let's say for instance you have rows, R-O-S-E. Rows can be arranged in different orders. How? We have rows. It can also be R-O-S. It can be written as R-S-E-O and many more. So this is what permutation is all about. Now, the general formula for permutation is N-P-R. This is what we call N permutation R. And what does that mean? It means N factorial divided by N minus R, close the bracket, factorial. Now, this N is the number of the object. I'm going to show you questions related to this, how to use this formula to solve question on permutation. But you need to understand this formula first. If you understand this formula, you can solve any question on permutation, and I'm going to give you an example on that. Okay class, let's take a look at this example. Solve 6 permutation 4. How can we solve that question? This will give us, remember, N factorial all over N minus 1, N minus R factorial. Now from here, N is 6 here and R is 4. So 6 permutation 4 will give us 6 factorial all over, what is N? N is 6 minus R 4. Close the bracket, put factorial here. Now if you minus this, we are going to have 6 factorial all over 6 minus 4 will give us 2 factorial. Now 6 factorial will give us 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Divided by 2 factorial will give us 2 times 1. Now we can now cut 2 here, we cancel this 2, 1 here, we cancel this 1. So we are going to have 6 times 5 times 4 times 3. Now do that. This will give us 30 times 12. 4 times 3 will give us 12, right? Now let's now multiply 30 multiplied by 12. 30 multiplied by 12. 2 times 0 will give us 0. 2 times 3 will give us 6. 1 times 0 will give us 0. 1 times 3 will give us 3. So add it together, we have 360. So this will give us 360. So this is what we call permutation. Now I want to take you through word problems on permutation. In this type of question, you need to sit down, think, and interpret the question very well. If you can't interpret the question, you will not know what to do. And I believe you are going to pay attention, right? So let's see this type of question. I'll be right back. If you look at this question, you will discover that this is word problems. This is word problems. So what are we going to do? We have prices followed. We have 5 naira, 20 naira, another 5 naira, and we have 10 naira also. These are being given away on Sunday, and the question is, how many ways could the winners be determined? How many ways could the winner be determined? So what are we going to do? Number 1, you need to remember that N permutation R equals to N factorial all over N minus R bracket factorial. Now, for us to know the number of objects, the total number of objects. Remember the definition, the total number of objects is the same thing as the total number of students. From this question, we have n to be 9 students. That is the total number of students to participate in this competition, in which the winners will be drawn. Now, the second thing to understand here is R. R is the number of object choosing. The number of object choosing. R is number of object choosing. Now, how can we identify the number of object choosing? So let's count the number of objects choosing. We can see 5 naira, we can see 20 naira, that is 2, we can see 10 naira, that is 3, we can see the third one, which is 5 naira. So if you count, you are going to have 4. So this will give us R equals to 4, that is the number choosing. Now, since you know your R, you know your N, now we can apply this formula to solve this question. What we are going to do now is to apply this formula. Applying this formula, we are going to have N permutation R, which will give us 9 permutation 4 will give us 9 factorial all over 9 minus 4 bracket factorial. So this will give us 9 factorial all over 9 minus 4 will give us what? 5 factorial. So what are we going to do? 9 factorial will give us 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 divided by 5 factorial will give us 5 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. This 5 will cancel this 5, this 4 will cancel this 4, this 3 will cancel this 3, 2 will cancel 2, 1 will cancel 1. So we are left with 9, 8, 7 and 6. So that means we are going to have 9 permutation 4 will give us 9 times 8 times 7 times 6. So if we multiply this together, we are going to have 3024. That is 3024. 3024. So this is our answer. This is telling you that the winners could be determined in 3024. This is telling you that the winner could be determined in 3024. I believe you understand this. Before I leave this class, I need to explain more to you once again. You need to be very careful while solving this type of word problems. I believe if I give you a question on this, you'll be able to understand. Thank you very much for sending this type of topic to us. I will believe and we promise you that we are going to solve more questions for all our scholars over there. Remember to tell your friend about MSI EdTech Africa. We are here to make Africa. Thank you very much. Till I see you next class for combination. This is permutation. I'm coming back for combination.